What's going on, guys? It's your boy Sanchino, and I'm back with another video. Listen, I know to my 5 viewers, my 5 fans, it's been a while since I posted my first video. I've been promising you guys more videos to come, and 3 months have passed and I still haven't posted yet. So this is my return. Imagine making a return after only one video. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But no, I'm back now. I'm going to try to get into a little bit of a groove when it comes to posting. The thing is, after I posted that first video, I kind of wanted to go into many different directions. I didn't know exactly what it is I wanted from YouTube. But now I feel like things are going to be a little bit more personal. I'm going to kind of use this space as a way to just kind of speak my mind. I just let my thoughts roam free. I don't have a script. Everything's off the dome. I'm just going to have a little bit Call of Duty playing. You probably see me shooting up the Mandem right now. But yeah, that's my mindset going forward. So I should be able to pump out a little bit more content moving forward. But with all said and done, let's get right into the video. Over the past few weeks, I've come to the realization that I'm doing a lot more listening. Whether I'm listening to a podcast and consuming the content, or I'm listening to some mentors, elderly people who are in industry or out of industry, and just trying to consume information and learn from people who know something that I don't. And I've learned a lot. Trust me, I could probably write a book in the amount of content that I've been listening to. But one thing I notice is that the bridge between listening to this content, learning these valuable skills, and actually applying it in your life is a whole little journey on its own. It's pretty easy to sit down and listen to a 2-hour podcast from Andrew Huberman interviewing the top doctor in neuroscience who specializes in sleep. You know, you learn all the little tricks to optimize your sleeping habits. But even though you have all that information, it means nothing if you're not able to actually apply it in your life. And I noticed that it's not just with this specific sleep podcast, but a lot of other things in life. There are times where your mom and dad will give you some life lessons and try to share their wisdom with you. But if you're not able to actually action on it, then you haven't really learned anything. A good counter argument to that statement might be not all of the information that you learn and digest is meant to be actioned on. A prime example would be business teachers. Business teachers and professors learn so much about business, about marketing, about the ups and downs of owning your own business, being your own boss, CEO vibes. But at the end of the day, they don't have their own business. So what was the point of them getting their master's and their PhD in business administration? Maybe their end goal was to literally pass on that information to future business owners. You know, that's a perfect example of them not actually living by what they say. And that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with being a business teacher. However, I know that something in my life that I want to do is I want to be an action taker. When I learn about something that can be beneficial in my life, I want to apply it. From my perspective, it seems like a bit of a waste if you have all of these actionable items and you're not applying it, but only passing it off to the next person. That's not the kind of person I want to be. This is probably why the majority of the world won't see themselves as successful. It's because we're not able to actually take that next step and do what others aren't going to do. Everybody wants a get rich quick scheme, but no one's willing to put the hard work and the effort to get there. And that's what I want to change. I want to be that person who's putting in the time and the hours, investing in themselves from early and reaping the rewards later. In the Quran, Allah says, "Inna ma'al usri yusra." Indeed, with hardship comes ease. So from a religious standpoint, I have the certainty that even though life can be tough at times, it can be tough to go through the gruesome work prehand, it will all work out in the end. Inshallah, as long as you put in the time and you have your trust in the right place. A really good analogy that I always like to look back on is that of the gym. When you go to the gym and you're trying to get stronger, you don't go and lift the weights that you know you can lift every day for the same amount of reps. You don't go and start curling 5 pounds, 3 sets of 10, and repeat that for the rest of your life, expecting to get bigger. No, each week you're either going to add more reps or you're going to add more weight. So if you're starting at 5 pounds for week 1, you're going to try to incrementally increase to 7 pounds the next week. And then you want to increase to 10, 15, 20, etc. And the intent here is that you want to put your body through a little bit of hardship. Your muscles need to face adversity in order to grow, in order to become bigger muscles. But why don't we apply the same logic in our lives? If you want to become a better version of yourself, you want to study better, you want to do better at work, why don't you go through the little training sessions each and every week, become a better version of yourself, and you'll start to reap the rewards later on. It's a simple analogy to follow, but the implementation is so hard. There are so many temptations and distractions that we have to face each and every day that it's understandable. You can't hate on somebody for not bettering themselves every day because it's such a challenge and it's such a task. That's just one of the reasons why you want to surround yourself with doers, not lazy people, because you will motivate each other to do better and become better versions of yourself each and every day. So, what are my action items? What are the things that I'm going to be working on? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is maybe upload a little bit more on YouTube. The two main reasons why I made this YouTube channel was to A, improve my speaking ability, and B, learn a little bit about video editing and video creation. And I've already stopped at stage 1. I stopped at the first video. It wasn't the best made video, but there's a lot to learn. And I'm going to give myself some breathing room because I have been a bit busy. But inshallah, the plan is I'm going to be uploading at somewhat of a consistent schedule. Whenever I have the urge to record a video, get some gameplay, I'll do it right away. I'll try not to postpone it because it's so easy to just say, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it later. I'm just going to get into the mindset of doing it, slot it into my calendar so that mentally it's blocked in. I know that I'm going to get to it if it's on my calendar, so might as well just put it there. So in conclusion, the main thing that I really wanted to get at from this was be an actioner. Don't limit yourself in this life in any way. There's literally nothing stopping you from achieving greatness. And it's definitely much easier said than done. But listen, if this video gave you any slightest bit of motivation, go and tick off that next item on your to-do list. Go and make something happen, at least for today, so that you know that you have the capability of putting something in your mind, telling yourself you're going to do it, and actually completing it. That's going to be your task for today. I've done mine by uploading this video. And guys, thanks for listening. I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent. It's your boy Senchino. See you in the next one. Peace.